I really encourage everybody to look up Billy Carson because he's amazing. He's a really great guy, and the way that he talks and the stuff he talks about is amazing. Especially if you're a pagan, you might not like it if you're a Christian, but it's truth. It's real truth, not truth out of a book that has nothing to back it up other than other people's faith. And one thing I was looking up this morning, everybody's sitting here talking about the end of days. We got a there's the eclipse coming up on April 8th, and everybody's freaking out. Everybody's acting like this is the end of times. I my dad told me when I was a kid, he said, buddy, I've lived through hundreds of end of times. They got a new one every year. And they do. Every single year they're coming up with a different end of times. It's the new big thing. And I was terrified in 2012 thinking shit was gonna hit the fan. And I was terrified in during COVID. I thought for sure that was going to be it. Like we weren't going to be able to get back to the point that we're at now. I thought that the government was going to put us all into camps, and that was it, and that didn't happen. And it's really interesting to think about. You got all these people who are just so like they're biblical believers. They believe in the Bible so much, and they don't even follow the teachings of what Christ actually is about. Christ consciousness is actually about. They just want to teach fear and hate from the Bible. And that's not all Christians by any means. But I mean, once you started to listen to Billy Carson, you start to realize that, I mean, it's all just a made up crock of crap by the Anunnaki aliens that created humanity for slaves. And they wanted to keep us under their thumb, and now the Illuminati's just using the Bible. Portions of the Illuminati are using the Bible to keep us under their thumb. And so you got all these people who are just like, it's the end of days, it's the end of days. We got locusts, we got killing, we got murder, we got trans people, we got all these awful evil things that are going to mean the end of the days. And this is it. Jesus is coming back, and everybody's going to be judged, and then the sinners are going to be burning in hell or staying on earth with demons, and the rest of us get to go to heaven. Well, I don't want to go to your heaven, so whatever. But like Billy Carson has been saying for years, these are not the end of days. This is the best time to be alive. We don't have the Black Death killing people by the thousands. We don't have plagues. We don't. COVID was a joke. I mean, it killed some people, and I'm very sorry for that. But you know what? Medical malpractice by doctors kills more people every year than COVID killed. Okay, and nobody's talking about that. Nobody's flipping out about that. So I mean, this is not the end of times. Okay, we're not just one more day away from Revelations, from the Bible. This is not where we're at. Humanity is ascending. This is the best time to be alive. We humans are not dying by the millions and billions. I mean, think about, like Billy Carson says, think about the American Holocaust, when Europeans came over here and murdered 111 million indigenous people. And this isn't nearly as bad as the papal inquisitions, when they were forcing Christianity on people by killing anyone and everyone who refused to accept Christianity. This is nothing bad like those times. And to think that we are living in the end times, end of days right now, hey, maybe it's the end of the Illuminati's days, but it's not the end of humanity's days. It's not revelations in the Bible. I mean, it's just, if there have been demons on this planet for thousands of years, and they're screwing with your head every single day. It's not this whole Revelations end of the world thing that they're all waiting for, because they're all waiting to just go to heaven. And so they're just super duper excited to go to heaven, and they think, in a few more days, I'm gonna be going to heaven. Okay, I mean, not for me. Praise the goddess. I'm thankful that Billy Carson has shown a lot of things. I was watching a video about this guy talking about how he's a snake oil salesman the other day, and it was really funny because he was like, Billy Carson is a scammer. And I'm like, okay, let me watch your video and see what you say. And this guy's a total government truster. He just loves the government, trusts science, and says that, this is all BS because none of this is real. And Billy Carson doesn't know what he's talking. People who trust the government, I ain't got no time for them. I ain't got no time to listen to what they have to say. If you trust your government over spirituality, no, I don't have time for that. At least a lot of Christians will say, I don't trust the government. I trust Jesus. Well, whatever, but at least you're not trusting the government, you know? But this ain't the end times. This is the best time to be here, to be on Earth right now. And the thing is, if when because the Illuminati knows that, they know their days are numbered, and they know that we are waking up, humanity's waking up, humanity is ascending to higher states of consciousness and realizing their BS. We're not interested in going to war for them anymore. We're not interested in participating in their wars. We're not interested in giving our freedoms away anymore to them. We're done with it. We're done after 2020. We're done with giving our freedoms up, and they're realizing that, and so they're trying to keep us living in perpetual fear. If we're living in perpetual fear and anger and hatred, we can't ascend, which is exactly what Billy Carson is talking about with the Tower of Babel story from the Bible, in that humanity was already getting to be as powerful as the gods, which was just the Anunnaki. And they split us all up. They gave us all different languages and different skin colors so that we would be divided. And they sent us all around the world so that we couldn't come together anymore and bring our brains and our consciousness together to ascend to higher levels. And that because they wanted us to remain slaves. It's all about slavery, keeping humans as the slaves for the elites, whether that's elite rich humans, reptilian aliens, Anunnaki, I don't know. That's what I call the Illuminati. You know, they all got bosses, they all got people higher up than them. And you know, the god from the Bible is just an Anunnaki alien, and he can't judge me. No Anunnaki alien can judge me. And you know, only I can judge myself, and only I can make up the right way to live for me and decide what the right way for myself to live is. And you know, if they want to keep dividing us and making us hate each other, it's just because they don't want us to ascend, and they're trying to keep us from ascension so hard. And more people are waking up every day. More and more people are slipping through their grasp every single day, and they aren't going to win. These aren't the end times. This is the beginning of a new reality for the human race. And living in fear and hatred, which is what the liberals and conservatives and Christians are doing, and so many different people on this planet are just living in hate and fear and divisiveness. You're not going to ascend very fast doing that. You're not going to learn the truth about reality like that. Better start watching some Billy Carson and Laura Eisenhower. Whatever. Thanks for watching. Keep checking back. I'm going to be doing some cool stuff in 2024. Appreciate y'all.